So in this video, I titled it LooksMaxxing Girls Found Me More Attractive When I Made These 6 Improvements and Transformed My Looks. I'm going to be diving into the 6 physical improvements that I made during my LooksMaxxing journey and how not only did they transform my looks, but I was able to start attracting more girls to me, which also helped transform my dating life for the better. So before we hop into those 6 physical improvements that I made to my looks, if you want extra help when it comes to maximizing your own looks and becoming the most handsome and attractive version of yourself and being able to start attracting women to you every single day, consistently, predictably, and reliably as a byproduct, then I would highly suggest that you check out my free IAB training linked down below in the description and in the pinned comment after this video, because in that training I literally dive in depth even more into the strategies that I use to not only become the most handsome and attractive version of myself, but being able to attract women to me on autopilot and be able to do the same for other men. So definitely check out that free training after this video. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's dive into it. So number 1, man, packing on lean muscle mass. When I packed on lean muscle mass and I bulked up from 135 pounds all the way up to 170 pounds, that's what transformed my looks by 10x. Like, no joke, no exaggeration. And this is actually what helped me go from being called cute and adorable by girls, because when I was coming up, man, like, yeah, I was able to attract women because of my face, because I had that pretty boy light skinned face, and I still have that, but it's more, you know, more mature and more masculine. But when I packed on lean muscle mass, and I wasn't even huge, but like once I just started getting into the gym and I just started to pack on a little bit of muscle mass, had a little bit more vascularity and definition to my body, that's when I went from being called cute and adorable by girls to being called sexy, hot, fine AF. And this was also the point where I noticed that a lot more girls were coming to me, whether this was in person during school or once I graduated from high school. You know, I noticed that even more girls were starting to approach me again, whether that's in person while I'm out. You know, I get approached quite a bit from girls when I'm out at bars, clubs. I don't go to clubs anymore, but when I did go to clubs, I would get approached quite a bit over there too. And I would get a lot of girls that were sliding into my DMs, whether they were replying to an Instagram story of mine or they were messaging me first, complimenting me on dating apps, right? So just to give you guys more of, you know, an example of what I'm talking about. So this was a girl that I matched with on Hinge, and this was actually a girl that I went to school with, and she knew who I was. And we had some classes together, and she said, "Oh snap, that's badass." So she's just referring to something that I said in this conversation. And then she said, "I knew you would do some great things even when we were in school. And to be honest, I always thought you were super cute even then." And then she said, "Psh, you out here looking like a whole model." So this was a girl that, like I said, I went to school with, and we ended up going on a date. But this is what I'm saying, man. Like, when you pack on lean muscle mass, when you build a strong, aesthetic, masculine physique, dude, that's when girls are going to start to look at you as a sexual option, because you're exuding sex appeal, you're exuding masculinity, you're arousing them, man, because of your physique. And then they're going to start to think about what it would be like to be intimate with you because of your body. They start to imagine, right? They start to imagine these things, and they start to fantasize about what it would be like to be intimate with you when you have this physique, man. I'm just telling you what it is. So that was the first thing that helped me transform my looks during my LooksMaxxing journey and helped me start attracting more girls, start attracting more women to me, whether I was in high school or even now. And that was packing on lean muscle mass. So that was number 1. Moving on to number 2, and that is dressing better. So here's the thing, man. Once I got in shape, that's when I started to focus more on the way that I dress, because instead of like wearing clothes like with the big brands and the big logos and stuff like that, I more so started to focus on wearing clothes that were more minimal in the sense of branding, or preferably had no branding, but they were still high quality clothing as far as the fabric and the way that they fit my body, and overall how they accentuated my body as far as just complementing my shape and really showcasing my muscle definition and proportion without it looking like I'm really trying to show off my body, if that makes sense. So just like with this Henley shirt right here, you can see how this Henley shirt right here is just hugging my shoulders. You can see my lateral delts right here. You can see my upper chest peeking. You see how it hugs my biceps. Now granted, I am flexing, but you just see how it hugs my arms pretty well. And then you can of course see my upper chest being showcased right there. So that's what I'm talking about. And then even with this picture right here, this is a slim fit black leather jacket, as you can see, and then this is a slim fit black turtleneck. And even though I'm not showcasing my arms or revealing my chest, just the fact that, and I know you guys can't see my full body obviously because of the picture, but this outfit was just getting a lot of looks and stares when I went to a dinner / networking event that my older brother threw, and I was just getting a lot of looks, a lot of compliments on my outfit. And it was because my outfits, not only did it look more mature, but it just fit my body very well. And then as far as like the specific colors that I like to wear, I just like to wear black, white, and gray. I like to keep it simple because those 3 colors go with everything for the most part. And, you know, I'll deviate and wear, you know, different colors like red, or, you know, more of a maroon red, or a shade of blue, like maybe light blue or dark blue, or sometimes even pink. I've worn a long sleeve pink button down polo before. So I'll, you know, venture out and wear different colors that can actually complement my skin tone and make me stand out even more. But for the most part, I like to just keep it simple, wear black, white, and gray, just because, as I said, they go with pretty much everything. And then I like to make sure that I wear clothes that are tailored and fitted, just so that they accentuate and complement my body, because your clothes can even make you look bigger than you actually are. And it's not that your clothes are making you bigger, but it's just bringing more attention to how your body looks and how it's shaped, but without also coming off as if you're like trying to showcase all of your muscles and stuff like that. It's more so like a subtle flex as far as wearing clothes that are fitted and tailored, even when you have the physique to go with the clothes that you're wearing. And then especially during the warm seasons like spring and summer, you can wear clothes that are more revealing and showcase more of the attractive muscle groups that women specifically are going to find attractive. So like, you know, short sleeve Henley shirts, or just regular short sleeve shirts that showcase your biceps, that showcase your arms, or, you know, a button down shirt or a Henley shirt that reveals your upper chest, right? Like this. You know, women are going to absolutely love that type of look on men. But here's the thing, you gotta have the physique if you really want to have your clothes stand out and enhance your overall look and make you more attractive. Because when you build an aesthetic, masculine, strong, V-shaped physique, that's when, in my opinion, the clothes that you wear and how you dress matter more, in the sense of how effective your clothes are going to be for you, in the sense of standing out to other women and looking more attractive. And that's the thing, man. That's why you can have a man that's out of shape and overweight wear luxury branded clothes, but girls aren't going to really check for him like that, because really that man is really trying to allow his clothes to dictate how he looks versus him making the clothes, if that makes sense. Like, it's the man that makes the clothes. It's the man that makes the outfit when he's in shape, when he has muscle proportion to him, when he has that aesthetic, strong V-shaped physique. Because once you have the body, man, that's when the clothes are actually going to look good on you. That's when you're truly going to make the outfit instead of the other way around. And this is why I would recommend for you men that are on your fitness journey, maybe you're on a weight loss journey, or maybe you were like how I used to be, where you're skinny or you're skinny fat and you're wanting to pack on lean muscle mass. I wouldn't worry about trying to buy clothes and trying to update your wardrobe and, you know, try to increase your overall fashion and style until you get the physique. Because once you have the physique, that's when people in general are going to be checking for you and are going to think that your outfit not only looks good, but actually enhances your overall look because of the foundation that you have that's attractive. Look at your physique as a Christmas tree, and then the clothes and then the accessories that you put on that body are like the Christmas ornaments. Like, the Christmas ornaments aren't anything. They're worthless without the Christmas tree, without the foundation, right? That's how you should look at your body. That's how you should look at achieving that V-shaped, strong, muscular, proportionate physique, and then worrying about your fashion and your clothes and accessories, because again, they're not going to really look that good anyways until you get the physique down. And then once you combine the physique and the fashion, well, you're already increasing your looks and your overall physical attractiveness by 2, because again, you have the physique, as we talked about in the first point, about how that helped me level up my looks as far as lean bulking and packing on muscle proportion and size. But then once you start to dress in a more masculine and mature way that complements your body as far as the type of clothes that you wear, and they're well fitted, they're tailored, and you're just, you know, you're killing the game, well, yeah, you're going to get more looks. Yeah, that's when clothes are going to matter more. That's when you're going to be the man that makes the clothes. So that's number 2, man, that helped me level up my looks and become more attractive, was dressing better. And once I started to dress better after I built my body, that's when women started to find me even more attractive. They started to approach me, whether that's in person or messaging me first online. mind and improved my dating life overall as a byproduct. So that's number 2. Moving on to number 3, finding a good haircut and a good hairstyle, man. So from like 7th grade to the beginning of my senior year of high school, I just had the all-around buzz cut, man. So this is the haircut that I had right here. This was actually on my 17th birthday. This was a year after I got my braces, or 2 years after I got my braces off, man. So I was starting to come into my own, and you can see like my face looks a little bit more chiseled here in comparison to right here. And this was really the year that I started to work out and get into weight training at my high school. But like I said, for the longest time, I just had a straight up all around buzz cut, which wasn't really anything new, wasn't really anything special. It didn't allow me to stand out at all or anything like that. But it wasn't until my senior year of high school to where I started to experiment with my hairstyles and my haircut. And that's when I came to getting the bald fade and then growing my curls on the top. And once I got this look, once I found this look and saw that it worked for me, well, this is when I started to get even more traction from women, which is how I knew it worked for me, because, you know, I was getting compliments. Girls liked my curls. They liked my haircut. And because it was such a drastic change, because this was, you know, me back in December of 2023. So this was a recent picture, but this was pretty much the haircut that I had in high school. But I've, you know, kind of made it better, and it looks better on me as I've been able to mature over the years. But this was pretty much the haircut that I had in my senior year of high school. And this is a drastic change from this, right? Like you can see, it just adds more dimension and, you know, angularity to my face, and just it makes me look a lot better, in my opinion. The fade, I believe, is just the best type of cut for men for the most part. Like by and large, I think a fade, whether it's a bald fade, it's a taper fade, is gonna look better on most men. And then even right here, this is a just, you know, a bald fade with a low cut on the top. This was actually 2016. So this is when, after I grew my curls on the top and got a bald fade, I wanted to just see how it would look if I had, you know, short hair on the top and then bald fade the sides. But I decided to grow my curls back out just because I saw how that just worked the best for me in terms of how women found it attractive. They found that style attractive, but more importantly, I liked the hairstyle better when I had the curls on top and then just the bald fade. So when it comes to finding like the right haircut or the right hairstyle for you, man, what I would suggest that you do, because this is what I did, man, is I just found men that simply looked like me, that had the same phenotype as me, so same race, you know, similar facial features as me, because that's kind of giving you like a movie trailer or a movie teaser trailer into how you could look with that hairstyle or that haircut if you're looking at pictures of men that look similar to you. Well, if you like certain haircuts or certain hairstyles that stick out to you that you think that you could rock based on modeling, you know, yourself after other men that look similar to you, that have the haircut and the hairstyle that you want to try out, well, go to your barber, show them the picture of the haircut or the hairstyle that you want, and then get the cut, get the style, and then just see what the feedback is like. Number one, do you like it? That's the most important thing. Do you like it? Number one, do you feel good with the haircut and the hairstyle that you have now? Because once you get that new cut and that new style and you like it, well, you're going to be a lot more confident with that style. That's going to exude in your demeanor, in the way that you talk to people, in the way that you carry yourself. It may not seem like it. It may sound like that's woo-woo, but I promise you, the way that you feel about yourself on the inside is going to be reflected outwardly to other people. And then, you know, when it comes to the female attraction side of things, man, if you see that girls are complimenting you, if you're getting good feedback from women on your haircut, or even just men in general, like people in general, if you're getting good feedback on that haircut, then that's more than likely a good haircut, a good hairstyle that works for you. And especially if you like it, more importantly, then I would definitely suggest that you keep with that haircut, you stay with it, because it works really well for you, just like how this hairstyle and cut works really well for me. So that's number 3 that helped me level up my looks and allow me to be more attractive to women, was by finding a good haircut and a good hairstyle that worked for me. So that was number 3, man. Moving on to number 4, and that is growing a stubble beard. So growing a low stubble beard was another game changer for me, because it allowed me to have more of a drastic change to my look. So instead of just being completely clean shaven, growing out facial hair is what allowed me to look more masculine. It masculinized my face. It added more angularity and definition to my face, which made my jawline and my facial features simply look more sharp, which, you know, is attractive to women. They like strong, defined, sharp facial features on men, as most of us know that. And this also helped me transition from having that pretty boy look. You know, let's just go back to this picture, like this pretty boy look, allowed me to go from this to this. You know what I mean? Just having the stubble, having more facial hair on the chin and the mustache just allowed me to look more masculine and again, add more angularity and illusions of even more sharpness and definition to my face. Right? And this also helped me increase my sex appeal because women love men that have facial hair. Now, when it comes to actually exuding sex appeal with your facial hair, you have to do it in the right way. So first things first, man, is you have to be lean. So once you get anywhere from like, let's say 10% to 12% body fat, those are going to be like the sweet spot, no lower than 8%, but around the 10 to 12% is going to be a good sweet spot for you. Once you can lean down to that level of body fat, you're going to have more sharpness, more definition and angularity to your face. Then you pair that up with a more low to medium stubble, you're going to look a lot better because just with the combination of a lean face, definition, and more strong facial features with the stubble, with the facial hair, that's just going to look a lot better when you use that combination. And women are going to find that more attractive because studies have showed that the low stubble beard is considered the most attractive facial hair beard style on men universally. But when you pair that up with, again, the low body fat percentage and a lean, strong, defined, and sharp face, that's how you're going to really be exuding sex appeal. And what simply helped me grow my beard was using minoxidil twice a day for a minimum of 12 months. I used it on and off, but I used it for like a total of 12 months, a little bit over 12 months, but around that area. And then biotin supplements, man. So that's what helped me grow my facial hair out. And then of course, you just want to make sure that you're trimming your facial hair, you're grooming it, you're lining it up. That way it looks fresh, it's well kept, it's well groomed. And, you know, since you're lining it up, you're going to add more angularity and illusions of definition and sharpness to your face overall, which is then going to make your face more attractive. And this is what helped me level up my looks even more. So that's number 4. Moving on to number 5 is having a good skincare routine. So I've noticed personally for me that once I incorporate a skincare routine and just my overall daily routine, like when I'm getting ready in the morning and stuff like that, or when I'm about to go out or whatever the case is, I did start to get a lot more compliments from women on how good my skin looked. And especially when I got on dating apps and I started to go on a lot more dates, I started to have a lot more volume of dates. So that obviously put me in front of a higher volume of women. Well, I then started to get a lot of women that told me how nice my skin looked and how I looked like I took care of myself and that they liked that I took care of myself. And that's the thing, man. You'll hear guys say that looks don't matter and that women don't care about a man's looks and that women don't want dudes that take care of themselves. All of that is BS, man, because any man that has actually leveled himself up and has improved his looks, they know that women find that attractive. So don't buy into that BS. It's all lies. And as I showed you guys at the beginning of the video from that screenshot of what that girl told me on Hinge that I went to school with, I mean, she's over here saying that I look like a model. And I'm not saying that in a braggadocious way or anything like that. It's not about trying to flex on you guys. It's more so just to try to showcase to you that women will find you attractive when you level up and you implement, you know, the things that I'm talking about in this video. So just keep that in mind, man, that the whole looks don't matter stuff and that women don't care about that, all complete garbage, all complete BS. So just keep that in mind moving forward. But, and I'm sure you probably already know that, especially if you're watching this video, but women do like men that take care of themselves. And I'm sure you watch other content creators and influencers that you look up to, that you like, that have talked about the importance of having a good skincare routine. So I don't need to go in depth with that, but I will say, man, that women like the maturity behind a man having a skincare routine because they understand that most men don't. And again, they like men that take care of themselves because men that take care of themselves are going to be more attractive, which goes back to the fact that women do want attractive men. Looks do matter when it comes to attracting women. And just a man that has a skincare routine, that has a regimen, he's, just more mature. He's more sophisticated. He doesn't think like a little boy, because little boys just, they don't worry about taking care of themselves. They don't care about having a routine or anything like that, right? So even though it's just a skincare routine, it's not anything crazy. I'm telling you, you're going to stand out from other men by simply having one. And of course, your skin looks good to the woman. And I'm also seeing, man, like as I'm getting older, I'm 27, I'm still pretty young, but obviously I'm getting older. I'm not getting any younger. I've noticed that my skin still looks pretty youthful in comparison to other men my age, or even some men younger than me, right? I've had women actually think that I was younger than some men who were actually younger than me. And honestly, I get mistaken more for being younger than my age than actually being mistaken, for being older than my age, if that makes sense. And a lot of this, I would just really attribute it to genetics, me not drinking alcohol, not smoking, but also taking care of my skin over the years and just, slowing down the aging process of my skin as much as I possibly can. That's in my control. So real quick, I'll just dive into the products that I use during the day to help with my skincare routine. So first thing that I use is the Burt's Bees facial cleanser. This is what I use to wash my face in the shower. Second thing I use is SPF 50 with zinc oxide. So just a sunscreen protector that I put on my face to just protect my skin from the sun. And by using sunscreen on your face, this is how you're going to actually be able to slow down the aging process of your skin and have your skin look more youthful as you age and mature. And then number 3, I use a face moisturizer by the brand called Upcircle. And then if I'm gonna go out for like a date or something like that, then I'll use a face serum by Upcircle as well, because that's gonna give me more of a nice little glow to my skin and allow my skin to pop a little bit more. Then as far as the products that I use at night, I use Oxy Pads, which has salicylic acid in them. And I use the Oxy Pads just to simply remove dirts and oils from my skin, especially because I do Muay Thai and I do Jiu-Jitsu. And especially with Jiu-Jitsu, your face is all over the mat and stuff. And you obviously don't want to have that bacteria and those dirts and oils on your face longer than they need to be. So at night, I'll use the Oxy Pads to get rid of all that stuff. And then I'll use retinol face and eye cream at night. Now, the thing is, I use these 2 products on different nights. So one night, I'll use the Oxy Pads, and then let's say the next night, I'll just use the retinol face and eye cream. And the reason why I do that is because since these products have active ingredients, you don't want the active ingredients competing with each other. You don't want to create some type of skin reaction because you're mixing all these products in together. So I use these products on different nights. So I just kind of do it like a pattern. So let's say, on night 1, I'll use Oxy Pads. On night 2, I'll use the retinol face and eye cream. Night 3, Oxy Pads. Night 4, retinol, so on and so forth. And then I always use a moisturizer. And I just use the Upcircle face moisturizer. So that's pretty much my skincare routine in a nutshell. And just having a good skincare routine has helped me just make my face look more attractive by giving it more of a youthful glow to it, but also slowing down the aging process. But like I said, not only do I use these products to make my face look better and slow down the aging process, but also having more healthy habits like not drinking, not smoking, and, genetics as well, because I'm half black, black don't crack, shout out to my dad. But, all those things in combination with each other, that's what's helped me have, I believe, good skin based on what I've been told and slow down the aging process. But even then, man, like, you still want to have a good skincare routine just so that you can, of course, look better, but also take care of your skin, make sure that's healthy. And if you can slow down the aging process of your skin, then why not, right? So that was number 5, guys. And then moving on to the 6th and final thing that I did to improve my looks during my LooksMaxxing journey that not only allowed me to transform my looks, but become more attractive to girls and create a better dating life for myself by attracting more women to me. And that was getting earrings and tattoos. I got my ears pierced when I was in 7th grade. So when I was 13. And I remember when I did, I got more attention from girls back then simply just because I had my ears pierced. I was, starting to develop that pretty boy look. And especially in my class, man, there wasn't really any mixed dudes. I think I was probably like the only mixed dude in my class. And when I say in my class, let me preface and say I was in a Spanish speaking program from kindergarten to 12th grade. and I don't remember there being any like mixed dudes in that program. Now, I wasn't in class with just those people, especially as I got to middle school and high school. I was in class with other people. But even then, man, like I was one of the few mixed kids that had earrings. So I was already standing out because of my look, but also because I had earrings and no one else really had earrings like that. I started to get more positive attention from girls at that age. And I didn't know this at the time, but I was also enhancing my sex appeal because accessories like earrings, rings, and just jewelry in general, like necklaces, bracelets, watches, they do add elements of sex appeal to your overall physical look and can make you more attractive overall. And then another thing that helped me, as I said, was tattoos. Now, I don't have many tattoos and they're very subtle. So this one right here, I'll zoom in on this picture. This is just a Kobe Bryant quote. Everything negative pressure challenges is all an opportunity for me to rise. That's what the quote says. And then I have Roman numerals on each bicep, and they're just my parents' birthday. So I don't have many tattoos. I've thought about getting more. I may get more, but I'm also not in a rush to get more. But I will say that the tattoos have helped me increase my overall look and sex appeal, because even though I don't have many, even though they're subtle, women do like the tattoos that I have, and they can't really see them unless I have a short sleeve shirt on or if I'm shirtless. Or sometimes I'll wear like a wife beater and then maybe like a short sleeve button down shirt, and you can see my chest tattoo peeking a little bit when I'm wearing like a wife beater, right? So like just a little subtle glimpse of the tattoo can create curiosity and just give me more of an aura of mystique to me when it comes to my looks, and just increase my overall attractiveness and sex appeal. Now, personally for me, as far as the earrings go, man, I like to wear the golden hoop earrings. So these bad boys right here. And I just got these off of Amazon for like, literally I got a whole pack of different size gold hoop earrings for like 12 bucks, man. So Amazon is the cheat code when it comes to just getting jewelry like rings, earrings, necklaces, and stuff like that. I would just suggest you go to Amazon, man, because there's really not that much of a difference from the jewelry on Amazon versus the brands that are going to pretty much sell you the same thing. But since they are a branded company, they're just going to charge more because of the perceived status and quality of the brand, but they're really all the same. I like hoop earrings because they're more subtle. I think they are more mature, and the gold color specifically goes well with my skin tone. And then as far as tattoos go, man, here's my thing. I would only recommend that you get tattoos that you truly want, that you are truly passionate about getting, that you are 110% even okay with having on your body for the rest of your life, and not making the focus about female attraction and stuff like that, because you're not going to really worry about the female attraction. Like that aspect of getting a tattoo is going to wear off after you get the tattoo and you have it for a while. So I would recommend that if you're going to get tattoos, get them because, again, you want them. Get them because you're very passionate about it. You're going to be 110% okay with having that tattoo on your body for the rest of your life. And more importantly, when it comes to the female attraction aspect of it, you don't care whether or not women find it attractive. If you can get yourself to that point and you're perfectly okay with having tattoos, even if that means that women aren't going to find it attractive, that's a better headspace to be in my opinion, than getting tattoos simply for female attraction. But understand, for the most part, especially when you have the physique and you level up your face, your fashion, everything, like when you bring everything together, when you do have the tattoos and they are tattoos that you truly want, you're more than likely going to get women checking for those tattoos and finding you even more attractive, and you're going to be able to level up your sex appeal that way. But again, get tattoos for yourself and make the tattoos about you, not the women. So with that being said, guys, again, if you want help when it comes to maximizing your looks and becoming the most handsome and attractive version of yourself, and you want to be able to start attracting more women to you on autopilot consistently, predictably, and reliably, like how I've been able to do and how I've been able to help other men do by using my IAB method, then again, I would highly suggest that you check out my free IAB training. I'll have it linked down below in the description and the pinned comment. And if you got a lot of value from this video, please give it a like, subscribe for more videos like this. And with that being said, man, I will see you in the next video.